Feel like an elementary school teacher because I got my teaching materials right here. Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope that you're doing well. If you want to be irresistible to the ladies, there's a number of things you could do. You could be ultra rich. That never hurts. It's real easy. All you have to do is have a whole lot of money. It's so easy. Anybody can do that. Yeah, I guess that's not really realistic, is it? Well, I guess you could get super shredded and also at the same time be extremely handsome and good looking. I guess that didn't work either for everybody. You could have one of the best personalities ever. You could be like a fantastic comedian. Like insert your comedian of choice here, I guess. I don't know. Shane Gillis. Ah, I know. You don't need any of that. You just need a fresh fragrance. Of course. That's how it works. That's science. I have 10 different fresh fragrances for you guys today. A lot of these a little off the beaten path, not the more typical ones, but they still smell amazing during spring and summer, and frankly, fall and winter also. And on top of that, I'm gonna be giving away a fragrance to one of you guys made by this guy. Shout out to Jeremy Fragrance. He didn't sponsor the video or anything, but I was going through stuff, trying to find some different things that might be interesting to give to you guys for today's video. Office for Men. Ooh, power! Yeah, this is one of the clear bottles. You know, now, ooh, some of it's gone. I haven't used it, it has evaporated. The Angel Share. You'll get this much, okay? That much. But you know what that means? This has been matured. Ooh, I bet it's good. I bet it's powerful. So we're gonna set this to the side for now. Let's dig into these scents. We're gonna kick things off with Eros Energy from Versace. Now this one at full retail is on the cheaper side of things compared to everything else on the market, which is nice. And as time goes on, the price at discounters should dip even lower than it is right now, which is nice. And the fragrance itself has a lot of citrus, guys, a whole bunch. So you have to enjoy citrus. Thankfully, I do. And to be fair, most people do enjoy citrus. It also has kind of a an Aventus cologne-esque vibe in the opening. It hits in a similar fashion, not the exact same, but it could remind you of that one a little bit when you first spray this on. So on top of all the citrus that's in here, and check this out, I'm gonna hit you with those citrus notes: lemon, lime, grapefruit, blood orange, bergamot, and mandarin orange. Essentially almost every single citrus that you could think of. They're okay, go ahead, it can fit in there, it's fine. There's also pink pepper, black currant, amber, bit of musk and oak moss as well. And this one is already available for about 65 bucks at discounters if you get a tester. But as I said just a little bit ago, that price is gonna keep on going down. And this is a great versatile scent for spring and summer. It's office safe. I wouldn't go insanely heavy in the office unless you just feel like coming across like an absolute nuclear bomb of those citrus notes. But as long as you keep that in check in the office, it smells absolutely killer. Let's go next with Montblanc Legend Spirit. It does not get talked about quite as much as it used to, but this is still a great grab and go fragrance for when it's hot outside. And it does have a similarity to one Invictus Acqua, which is a fragrance that has died and been brought back to life multiple times. Almost like in true horror movie fashion though, where, you know, in the sequel, which was the re-release, the first re-release of Invictus Acqua, people were like, wait a sec, that's not the same one. It's like some of those Halloween movies with Michael Myers, you know, as it goes further along, the mask starts to get real weird looking, and you're just like, hey, that ain't Michael Myers. Who is this guy? He's a weird looking guy. I don't trust him. He's strange. He's something's off with him. That's kind of what happened with Invictus Acqua when they re-released it. It was like, this ain't the same thing, brother. Like, I see what you're doing, but it ain't the same thing. And then they tried to re-release it, and it is a lot closer, this new version, but it is still really difficult to find, and when you can find it, it is pricey. But worry not, Legend Spirit is available, and it is more affordable than Invictus Acqua, and it's gonna get you similar vibes. It's got grapefruit, bergamot, aquatic notes, lavender, a bit of musk and woods as well. It's a little bit bubblegummy sweet, but as far as being a versatile compliment puller for when it's hot outside, one of the best if you're balling on a budget. I'm gonna go next with this Acqua de Jo Eau de Parfum. Now, Acqua de Jo Eau de Parfum is not my favorite Acqua de Jo. At this point, I'm pretty much split between Profundo and Parfum. Those two, ooh, they go hand in hand. It's like the perfect duo of Acqua di Gio for me. And when I say Profondo, I ain't talking about the Parfum, okay? Get that noise out of here. Acqua di Gio Profondo Parfum, you come at me with that, we're gonna have problems. And by problems, I mean I'm gonna go, yeah, that one's not my favorite, but if you like it, you should wear it. That's what I mean by problems. But yeah, Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum, I don't talk about it anywhere near as much because I do like those other two more, but the Eau de Parfum still works extremely well. And for some people, obviously, this is their favorite of the bunch. So let's give it a little love. Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum. Good job. You're not Profondo Parfum. It is a little more aromatic than some of the other releases in the Acqua di Gio line, but this new version, this new reformulation of Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum, to me, is better than the original version of Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum, which could be a little bit off-putting, you know, kind of a vegetal aspect to it. And this is an Acqua di Gio at the end of the day, which means it's gonna work. That's just written in the stars. It's one of the rules of fragrances. I don't make the rules. I'm just the messenger. Acqua di Gio works. Let's go cheap with the next fragrance. But before I show you that, a little, keep this on the DL, you can actually make it cheaper. How, you may ask? I have never heard of this before. I have never heard you say this before. It's crazy. Coupons. Yes, coupon codes. And would you believe it? I have some. And here they are. The JOMASHOP codes only work within the app. Remember that. And they change every quarter. Remember that. Most all the other codes that you see there for Fragflex, the Perfume Box, Max Aroma, and others work on their respective websites. So let's go with this. Ferragamo Urban Feel. You have to feel the urban, not the Keith Urban. Don't do that. I'm talking like the city. You gotta feel the city. This dude right here, like many Ferragamo releases, is inexpensive. And this fragrance also, in a way, helped kill the Ferragamo Uomo line, so yay. Came out in 2019, here we are in 2025, and Ferragamo has pretty much completely and totally abandoned this beautiful Uomo line for their new, I keep saying new, it's not new, but their leather line. Every time I bring that line up, I'm like, the new leather line that's been out for the last 5 years. You know that, oh wait. Oh. So essentially this one came out and Ferragamo said, you know what, forget that. Out with that, in with this new stuff. Which is a shame, but because of that, it is really affordable. So this one's a little bit different. It has citrus, kind of an airiness in the opening. There's also clary sage, different woody notes, including ambroxan and driftwood. There's also a bit of incense in there, which you can actually pick up pretty early on, and it leads into the dry down. So it's an interesting vibe here. It's fresh. It has kind of blue fragrance sensibilities to it, but then there's also an ambery aspect to it as well. There's also a bit of coffee in here as well. So yeah, there's a couple different ideologies going to war here in this scent, but it works. You just have to understand it's not full on fresh. There is that bit of a woodier, sweeter, semi-lightly smoky undertone to it. And it does warm up more as it dries down. Still, it does smell quite different from most other designer fragrances that are kind of playing in that ballpark, especially for like 30 bucks. Let's go more expensive next. Dior Homme Sport. Good old DHS. Nice, fresh, spicy scent profile. The clean, woody dry down. Those woodsy aspects you can pick up right away. Nice bit of citrus in there with a bright kind of pop when you first spray it on. Great versatility to this stuff. I think you can wear it just about anytime you want. Similar to Dior Homme 2020, if you freshened it up, cleaned it up a little bit more. Not that that one's dirty, but if you gave it a nice fresh coat of bright white paint, just clean and classy, you know, like a polar white Mercedes-Benz that has been washed, not one that's like after a snowstorm and all the salt is on the road and all the salt gets in the car and then it just looks really awful. Not that version. So in terms of notes, you've got lemon, bergamot, and aldehydes off the top, some pink pepper in here, woody notes as it dries down. Just a wonderful everyday fragrance. People love this stuff. It's not hyper sweet, so if you're wanting something that has more of that sweetness, like a lot of people really enjoy fresh and sweet scents. This one is more fresh, woody, a little spicy, not overly sweet. It has enough, it's just not overdosed. Switch it up a little bit. Let's go Ralph Lauren Polo Earth. Oh, look at that. It's got some stuff on the back of the sticker here. 97% natural origin ingredients. I don't care at all. So Polo Earth is a fragrance that, interestingly enough, has kicked off a whole line of fragrances that just about nobody seems to care about. So that is quite a punch off the top, but the Polo Earth line, in case you haven't been keeping up with it, includes 4 other fragrances already. And I don't own any of them, I'm slacking. They include Antilles vetiver, Moroccan neroli, provincial sage, and Austral sandalwood. So Polo Earth is a neroli bomb, a bunch of neroli off the top. There's also petitgrain in here, along with citron, bergamot, peppermint, and green mandarin as well. So very bright, green, and citrusy, a little bit soapy as well from that neroli. And it has a touch of bitterness when you first spray this one on. It really wallops you in the nose. It has an additional white floral aspect as it dries down. So it has orange blossom in there along with that neroli off the top, bit of geranium, some vetiver as it dries down. It's gonna remind you a little bit of neroli Portofino from Tom Ford. So kind of in that style. But I will reiterate once again that it has a bit of like a bitter green facet to it from that petitgrain. The way that it hits your nose is either gonna really entice you. You're gonna be like, oh wow, super fresh, clean, classy, really well done. Or it's gonna hit you and you're gonna go, ugh, no thanks. So be aware of that with this one. It could be a little bit love it or hate it. But for the people that it works for, it smells very high end for a low price point. And it's 97% natural. That means that it's good. And actually, sometimes you can find this online for dirt cheap. Not always, not always. Sometimes it sells out at discounters and things, but I have seen this for low prices. When I say low, I'm talking like 20 bucks-ish. Now one that I like very much that flies way under the radar, it is Boss Bottled Tonic with emphasis. So Boss Bottled Tonic is pretty simple to break down in the sense that you basically take Boss Bottled and you freshen that bad boy up. That is a very dumbed down way of approaching it, and yet that is also pretty much how it comes across. So you have apple in here, you have ginger, you have cinnamon, you've got citrus, including bitter orange, also woods as it dries down. So you have that apple cinnamon combo from Boss Bottled, but instead of going a very warm, spicy, sweet direction, it takes things in more of a fresh, airy, bright direction while still maintaining the bottled DNA. I think it smells absolutely fantastic when it's hot outside. The only issue with this one, it's not amazingly strong. And by that, I mean, you better blast it on, guys. You better load yourself down, okay? I have this bottle, which as you can see, has been a little bit used. And I also have like a 200 ml size bottle. Yeah, because you might want it. Now, if you don't mind that it doesn't project really heavily, you have something here that is extremely easy to pull off because it's not gonna be overly loud to the point that it gets annoying to other people and then they start disliking what you're wearing because it's just too much. There is a certain point where you spray too much and it's not doing you any favors. So it's kind of like a bell curve, right? So if you go up to the top here, somewhere around there, you're good. But if you start spraying too heavy, you're on the downside of the slope and now it's not good. This one, it don't matter. Spray yourself 72,000 times. That's probably too much. You'll give yourself cancer or something, I don't know. But it does smell really good, especially if you're a fan of Boss Bottled. Let's go light blue. Light blue, Oh Intense, similar to the original light blue, only a little bit saltier, a little more modern. Note breakdown's real simple on this. Grapefruit, mandarin orange, got some aquatic notes, juniper and musk in there. And for freshy, performance is actually pretty good on this one. Nice longevity, projection's pretty good too. And while the original light blue Pour Homme is definitely the more important fragrance, just as far as like the history of fragrance goes, I would still rather wear this one. So light blue Oh Intense. Let us move on to another bottle with some blue in it. Prada L'Homme Low. Yes, good old Prada L'Homme Low, which the idea behind this one is not that far removed from the idea behind Boss Bottled Tonic, which is take a fragrance, keep the identity of that fragrance intact, but freshen that bad boy up. Give him a shower. clean them up a little bit. Not that Prada L'Homme needed to be cleaned up because it's already kind of soapy, but whatever. So you've got iris in here, you have neroli, you've got ginger, and some woody notes as well. Also a touch of ginger when you first spray it on. Gives it a nice little zing, some brightness when you spray it on. It smells good. Got a nice little additional touch of sweetness in there compared to the original Prada L'Homme. Really clean, very classy, and elegant type of fresh fragrance. It's something that comes across higher end than your more typical shower gel stuff. And actually, even though it is Prada L'Homme low, it's not that terrible as far as performance goes. It's not terrible, man, terrible. So it lasts a decent amount of time. Projection is okay as well. It's not a, immediate skin scent or anything like that. And that is a summertime or spring or early fall fragrance that works for somebody who's looking for something very easy to wear, something that does have a nice compliment factor to it, but they want something, like I said, a little bit more elevated. And it's one of those ones you forget almost how good it is till you go back to it. And then you're like, oh yeah, now I remember. Let's do the giveaway and then the last one. So as you saw before, Office for Men, Fragrance 1. Again, Jeremy Fragrance's first fragrance. Shout out to Jeremy Fragrance, the man, the myth, the fragrance. So yeah, it's just this one right here. I have no clue what this is worth, if it's worth more, since it's a little bit earlier. I don't know. That's for you guys to find out. Hopefully whoever gets this will wear it. But yeah, if you want to be entered in the giveaway for the freshest fragrance of all time, that's what this is, right? All you got to do, like the video, be subscribed to the channel, leave me a comment. In the comment, just let me know your favorite fresh fragrance. Very simple. Give me a little time. I will pick a winner with random comment picker. I'll post it up on the post tab of the channel, formerly known as the community tab. And it'll be together with a bunch of different winners. I shipped out a bunch of stuff today and I was like, let's do more giveaways. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, I'll post them up all at the same time. And if you're the winner, hit me up. I'll ship it to you. Doesn't matter where you are. Let's finish it with L'Essel DC from Issey Miyake. A newer release, but you can find the smaller bottles anyway at discounters already for like 35 bucks. So yeah, that one speed ran getting marked down. I'm not sure that's what brands are trying to do, speed running that, but they successfully did. So note breakdown wise, this one has salt, sea salt, hence the name L'Essel DC. Also has ginger, woody notes, and seaweed, which when you hear that sounds maybe a little bit off-putting, but it actually works pretty well. And it definitely will help set you apart versus what other people are wearing. You do have to like salty fragrances, but they're not really being shy about that. And this is done by Quentin Bish, so it definitely has his signature. It doesn't smell ultra similar to the new Kenzo Homme fragrances or Ganymede, but it's also not really far removed in the sense that when you smell this, you'll go, oh, yeah, that makes sense. It was done by the same guy. It's kind of like in the same wheelhouse, without being the same fragrance. But it is a really nice change of pace, newer designer release that you can get on the cheap. I would say though, if you have a store nearby that has this, try it out first. And that goes for really any fragrance. If you can, you should be trying them first. But still, it's good to occasionally remember that. So there we go, guys. 10 different fresh fragrances. Some of these a little more under the radar, and a little Office for Men for one of you. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me here today. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.